Welcome to American History and Culture at the School of Professional Studies, City University of New York. This class is different than many American history classes. It is not a chronological march through history from the Puritans to the present, which requires you to memorize and repeat back facts. Instead, we will be exploring themes that have influenced how the country has developed and how people in the country have experienced and shaped that development. This approach moves us away from thinking about history as a series of facts that need to be memorized to thinking about how American society and culture has developed and how people have negotiated that society and culture. We will focus on three main themes: race, class, and gender, looking at how those categories have been understood at different periods of time, how they have changed, and how ideas about those categories have influenced one another. These are big, controversial topics, and class exchanges should be invigorating and thoughtful, with respect paid to differing opinions. In our exploration, we will use both primary and secondary sources. Primary sources are items created by people in the past, including written documents such as speeches, letters, and diaries, as well as photographs, music, and artifacts like clothing and household items. Primary documents are historians' building blocks. Analyzing them will help give you an understanding of how scholars draw their conclusions about the past and help you learn to think like a historian. Secondary sources are analyses written by people looking back and interpreting the past, such as a textbook, scholarly article, or biography. You do not need to purchase any books for this class. All assigned material are available on Blackboard, the Internet, or Baruch Library's electronic reserve. Although very few people who take history classes go on to become historians, the study of history can help you develop many skills that will be useful no matter what you go on to do. Most importantly, the process of examining and writing about documents and artifacts can help you develop critical thinking and communication skills, the ability to analyze and evaluate information and then convey to others your opinions. And that is invaluable. So, when you are looking at a document or artifact, questions to ask yourself are: who created this? When? Why? Who was the audience? What does it tell you about the time it was created? And what leads you to those conclusions? What is your evidence? In this class, you will be asking yourself those questions and discussing your answers in essays, screencasts, and in comments on your classmates' work. We will be using Blackboard and Screencast-O-Matic. You should purchase access to the professional Screencast-O-Matic, which will give you more editing tools, making it easier to complete the screencast you need to submit for this class. You should also consider getting a headphone with a microphone for recording. You will earn lower grades on your screencast if it is difficult to hear your audio. There is a section on Blackboard with information about Screencast-O-Matic and also a Q&A discussion board on Blackboard if you have technical issues with Screencast-O-Matic. Many of you have likely taken several online classes already, but remember it is important to keep on top of due dates and schedule time to complete your work each week. You may want to consider adding times to your weekly calendar or even an alarm on your phone to make sure you have time assigned to complete your work. These are the sources for this screencast. Have a great semester.